Good afternoon. Good afternoon and welcome back, everybody. It's match 2 of the Kingston Ladies Fours now. Coming to you from the Kingston Bowling Club, limestone coast of South Australia. It's a balmy 15-degree day, I think, today. And we've got another Kingston team. Kingston 2, Uriah Jacobs, Yvonne Emery, Julie Clark and skipper Chris Watts. They're up against the Naracoorte ladies, Di Arnold, Anne Barker, Colleen Fox and Sandra Williams. Naracoorte in the... we got a mixture of uniforms. Kingston's in the blue and whites. And Naracoorte's got some red on their outfits. The Kingston ladies had a big win in game 1 a little earlier. We've also got on rink 1 beside us. You can see Trish Webb there. The Mount Gambier RSL ladies versus Beachport by the looks of it. Good bowl coming in here. Kingston taking a 1-shot lead. Maybe 2 with the back bowl. Another very good bowl. Update that scoreboard, thanks to my friend. Just reminded me. Another very good bowl. I'm missing the bowls while I'm adjusting scoreboards. Tell you what, if this is the way this game's going to go, Kingston taking an early shot there. If this is the way this game's going to go, we're going to be very well entertained this afternoon. We did just have a big chat in the lunch break. Congratulated the ladies from game 1 on their positioning with regards to the camera. As we sweat, it's a whole new thing for some of these people. Another ripper bowl coming down here. Just unfortunately missing the target. Kingston still holding one. Unfortunately, as we know, everybody gets enthusiastic, and it makes it a little hard for us to see. Kingston holding one. Some of you that were tuned in yesterday might remember Ian Williams played in the final game yesterday afternoon. His wife's featuring in this game today for Naracoorte. First to the mat. Another very well accomplished bowler. Just sliding through. She's shown her hand. We know her intention now. Chris will just be looking to draw in, I dare say. But after a lunch break, we'll need a readjustment. This one's looking closer for Sandra. Oh, unfortunate. Very close. Only down one note, but it's good that she's having a look and checking out the cheeky options at this stage. That front yellow short bowl's probably in their line a little, unless you play just under it like this. Wowzers. Don't move that kitty too far. That may hurt a little bit. I'm not sure. We'll soon find out. Somebody's phone in the distance is ringing on a very loud volume because it's a long way away. Be fairly confident that was a 1 to Kingston. Fairly long end. The second end. I'll need to check the names, folks. I don't want to start calling out players' names. I do have a players list with me at the moment, but I'll need to confirm. My information says that Uriah Jacobs is leading for Kingston and Di Arnold's leading for Naracoorte. And I know faces more than names. Unfortunately, I'd rather confirm it before I jump in. Bowler meter short, bowler meter behind. The wind's continuing as it was in the first game. It's coming straight over the bowlers' heads right now, bowling towards the clubhouse. Not unusual for Kingston to have a little bit of wind. I guess this is probably where you start calling it the upper southeast of South Australia. And yeah, it is a windy area. Our gentle breezes come straight from the Antarctic. We've got one Neil Watts joining us in the commentary soon. So a big welcome to Neil Watts, one of the long-standing legends of the Kingston Bowls Club. How are you, mate?
Good, thanks, Tim.
Get his headset sorted out. We'll be right.
Yeah, no, it's
Put your beanie back on if you like, mate.
a bit loose. That's a bit loose.
Put your beanie on. How's that feel?
I've only got a small head.
Oh, I don't know. When you bowl well, you get a big head. You're not exempt from banter being in this spot, you know.
No, you watch out.
Now, Neil has confirmed with us that the Kingston team has switched their order around. The lead and the skip have changed. So we've actually got Chris Watts, Neil's wife, leading. And Uriah Jacobs is skipping for Kingston.
That's right. They've had a bit of a change around.
It'd be handy comp this. These ladies will all know each other. They'll be playing against each other quite regularly over the years.
They do.
As they did in the first game.
The Naracoorte girls had a draw.
These girls?
Yeah, the Naracoorte girls who they're playing against had a draw in the first game.
And how did Kingston go?
And the Kingston girls lost by 5 shots, apparently.
By 5, yep. Yeah, the Kingston girls had a big win on this rink in the first game. Mind you, I very much sympathise with the Lucendale ladies because they bowled very well. This bowl's looking very close to coming in for shot, I dare say. If it stops in front of that one, it will be.
Yes.
Yep.
One maybe 2 to Kingston.
I noticed you got a crow's beanie on.
Yeah.
Does it actually work? Does
No.
it keep you warm?
It keeps me warm.
Or is it like their players? Sometimes they're good and sometimes they're not.
No comment. Oh, okay. I'm with you.
All right, we've sorted out what's his beanie. We didn't burn it just because it's a Crows one. What happened? What happened this year, mate? Towards the end,
What
bit
happened?
unexpected, wasn't it?
No, not really. The last 3 games prior to the finals was pretty ordinary. So I think the writing was on the wall.
Oh, okay.
That's my personal opinion.
Yep. Well, if you're allowed to critique them, they're your team. You're allowed to critique them. You know, the same thing happened in the rugby league and the NRL. Minor premiers went out bang bang, 2 rounds.
Yes.
My team took care of one of those, so I was pretty happy about that. We got flogged the next week though. Sandra Williams has put in a ripper.
Yes. She's now holding shot. Here comes Uri.
It's in the vicinity. Oh my goodness, that was close.
That was very close. Now, if I get called away, I'm generally the umpire for the day.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So
No problems.
this is a great spot to set up your venue.
Yeah, I love your new awnings, I tell you.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Saved us time, effort and physical labour.
Yeah.
Sandra's next bowl's looking okay if
Ooh.
it can stop there. Just ran on a little, but certainly got a line very good. Girls doing their sums.
Yeah. One to Naracoorte.
I'm looking for the hand gestures. Hopefully they'll update the scoreboard shortly, but I'm fairly confident that'll be 1-1.
Here we go. Updating.
Was your wife nervous?
No.
No?
No.
Wasn't worried about husband watching or commentating or...
No, no. I don't know whether she's realised I'm commentating or not.
Some of the girls have mentioned they're a bit nervous about cameras being on them. I said, well, I'm far enough away.
Yeah.
So I won't be happy with that one, but I'm sure she'll make up for it. She's already holding shot anyway.
Yes. Yeah.
How long's Chris been playing?
She's
Bowling.
probably 35 years.
Wow.
Or more.
And you?
Yeah, me about 20 odd.
Yep.
Here's a great bowl here. Lovely bowl.
Yep.
Yeah, by Chris.
Did it well.
Yep. Now has shot.
And chalk.
This lady here bowling now, Mrs. Barker, she's a great bowler.
Yep, I have come up against her before.
Do you realise we're playing you on Saturday?
I do. We could have a talk about that too
we
during
can,
during this game.
Yes.
It's hard. We do have lots of things to cover. Hopefully, we're getting Andrew in soon too.
Yes.
Andrew's the president of the LSCBA, so our district association. So he can give us a few ins and outs on the district and how it's progressing. We'll have rep team selections and things like that coming up soon. So,
Yes.
But yes, you and I in battle this weekend.
Yeah, we do. We do. These girls are getting serious.
No, I know. Yvonne's put in a ripper there.
You had a great win on Saturday too, by the way.
The team did.
The team did.
The rink that I'm in, we didn't. We were the rink that went down. The team skippered by Adam Wilson had an absolute blinder of a day, and they got better as the afternoon progressed. The team skipped by Heather Richards had a good win, I think by 5 or 6. And ours went down by 5.
It wasn't too bad.
No, it wasn't too bad.
This lady.
Wowee.
Hey? Oh, even.
Wowee.
One in and one out.
Yeah. And Barker take a bow.
No, that was that was Kingston lady.
That was
Yvonne Emery.
It was.
She took Chris's bowl out and replaced it with her own.
Sandra's having a good look at the options here. We have got a few pretty close. This one looks like it might just cut under.
Yes. Yep.
I like the intent though.
How many people do you think are watching this program now, Tim?
I don't know how many are watching it at home right now.
Yeah. On Monday when you were at Naracoorte,
We'll find out.
do you get any feedback?
Yesterday, yeah, well, I think we had, last I looked after yesterday's one, there was about 700 people have been watching it.
Oh, excellent.
Which is, for me, as a beginner level, and combine that with the fact that we are in a smaller or less populated area. We don't have any of the Australian team players playing, so you get what you get. I think it's a great opportunity for people to be seeing what's happening in the Limestone Coast.
Absolutely.
No matter where they're from. You'll get differing levels of interest based on who's playing and what time of the day and what day that's being live streamed too. A lot of people are at work today. Public holidays are over. So you'll get days where there's people available to watch, and you'll get people. But the bonus of this is people go home and watch afterwards.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
And that's a big advantage having that. It's like being able to have that. The follow up later on is really good for people.
Yeah.
So
No, well done.
the cameramen are being photographed. Can you believe it?
Thank you, Steph.
Steph's getting some photos for the Kingston Bowls Club newsletter, Facebook page. Be on Facebook in a moment before we turn our phones on. Yep. So we've got another Another variety of options available to both bowlers here. Sandra's up first. It's good to see we're looking fairly safe for not getting any rain today, Neil.
No, it's quite overcast, but doesn't look as though it's going to rain. Fairly cold day too.
It's interesting as the years have gone on. In the 20 years I've lived down in the region, over time you do get better at looking up at the clouds. They look different to the southeast Queensland clouds that you've got used to. Oh, unfortunate there.
Yes, she hit a short bowl.
Yeah, you get used to the look of the clouds on the days that you start to pick whether it's going to rain or not. Now, of course, we have it all on our fingertips, on our phones. Naracoorte girls just having a talk about options here. Those two short bowls are probably be exactly what's causing some uncertainty.
Here we go again.
Another close one.
Just a tad heavy.
Yep.
Euro's positioning to play the forehand.
Left-hander on a backhand.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Girls are happy with that one.
Yeah, bit of a clap there. Two shots.
Two to Kingston. Well done, girls. They're showing the way today.
The competition this year in Division 1 looks pretty even, Tim.
Yeah.
The Mount Gambier sides that look a little bit weaker than they have been in the past.
Yeah. Mount Gambier Division 1 certainly lost three long-term integral members of their team in Brad, Christie and Daniel. I know Mount Gambier RSL, who won last year's men's Open Saturday grand final there, down a few players at the club at the moment with people committed, I think, overseas holidays, spring carnival in Victoria, so forth. So, yeah, unfortunately, start of the season, well, to have the start of the season on a public holiday is always, it can be always be a little tricky. Some people have got family commitments, depending on their ages, children's sport commitments and so forth.
Well, this weekend coming up is the race car.
Bathurst weekend.
Yeah.
Following weekend's MotoGP.
So if you go to the Bathurst.
Yeah. First shot.
Chris. Yeah.
First shot from Chris, probably about a metre out.
Yeah, made a good measurement, Tim.
Missed eyes there. Is this the rink that Chris plays with most consistently? Is this a pennant, close to a pennant rink, or is this a made up on the day tournament type rink?
No, these are made up tournaments. The girls are filling in. Here's a better bowl by Chris. She's a bit closer again.
I see. Yeah. If you didn't have your headset on, you'd be able to cheer for her.
No, I've learnt to say nothing.
Like every good husband, mate, just shut your mouth. Wait till you're asked.
Correct.
Yeah. So that's why I talk so much. I'm not married. See, I don't have anyone to tell me off.
No. No.
Yeah. Di's line's lovely. She might have got a couple of extra bits of lunch.
The games are played in really good spirits, these girls.
Bill and I were discussing that earlier. It's amazing. Even, you know, somebody getting shot, somebody taking that off them, then there's somebody getting it back, and they're all having a laugh. They're all enjoying the fact that they're bowling well.
Yep.
Nobody gets cranky if somebody else bowls well. Quite the opposite, actually.
Yep. Here's another good bowl by Kingston.
All right, Anne. Time to shine.
Yeah, she'd be the oldest player here. And never far away.
Yeah, again, line's good. They were saying earlier that that flag's giving us a good indication the wind's coming straight over the ladies' shoulders, playing from this end back towards the club. And I did notice in the first game, this was the end. This was the direction that people tended to go, that little bit heavier. It's not a substantial wind. It could be just doing enough.
It's always windy at Kingston.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Yes,
Evans
I've already
pinched the shot again.
Yep. Kingston girls have got that down that centre line. That's probably not looking very appealing at all for Naracoorte, having to bowl down that centre line with 3 bowls in line, roughly in line with the kitty.
Comes Anne, she's a bit heavy again.
Yeah, once they get their weight right. So this is Julie Clark playing third for Kingston.
Got a good home too.
Looking like this will be the 5th bowl. Almost the absoluter, but 5 in. So some pressure now for Julie.
Yes.
Sorry, for Colleen.
Colleen Fox. Yes, the Kingston girls have made up 3 teams today.
She's watching this intently. If it was around Chris's bowl, it was fantastic. Mind you, that might give her a better look for the next one. They made it tricky for me in the first game. Both the leads and the opposite teams were almost identical pink bowls. At least the girls here, I've noticed.
Yeah.
First and third.
Gee, look at
First
this.
and third have got pink bowls.
Gee, that's six.
That's a big handful at the moment.
6 at the moment.
This is where I crossed my fingers for the person who's down, looking for a close game. I said to Bill during the game earlier, it's not that I'm going not for Kingston. I just want it to be a good, close, exciting game. I tell you what, you couldn't be that unlucky if you tried.
Oh, this will be an interesting in.
So off the top of your head, we've got ladies from Robe, Mount Gambier RSL, Meningie, Mandala, Millicent, Port MacDonnell, Naracoorte RSL, Kingston,
Keith,
Beachport,
Keith and Beachport.
Keith and Beachport. Looks like we've got 2 teams from Millicent.
No, 1 team from Millicent. Sorry, the other team's
composite team, is it?
No, the other team's Naracoorte RSL.
Ah, true.
They're the green colours.
That's true. Catches me out every time, though.
Yeah.
All these ladies look as gorgeous as each other. It's hard for me to remember which ones are which sometimes. Is that the right thing to say for the girls?
Look at this.
Yeah. Oh, I tell you what.
7.
Mrs. Williams is up to the job, though. I've seen her do it before.
Yes. Sandra, very good bowler.
She'll be making sure she's got the weight. Tell you what, her weight is looking very good.
The weight's
Her
excellent.
grass is looking very good.
Oh, excellent bowl.
Oh, wowee.
Wowee, what a great shot.
I'm glad I said just before she bowled that I've seen her do shots like this before. It's not even sure who's got shot now, so Kingston's just gone from holding 6 or 7?
7 to
possibly 1 down.
yes.
And look at Sandra, cool as a cucumber.
You all right?
I think she
Not
might have
there.
dropped away a smidge.
Dropped away.
Certainly on the right path.
Yep.
Sandra will probably be asking the skip, what's the story here,
Yeah.
before I bowl another bowl.
I'd say going down one's no shame.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to move that bowl. There's no other way to get in there other than following your previous one. And that last bowl that came down is probably in the way of her putting another one in anyway.
She's
Yeah.
put her hand up.
The word is I'm not sure, but the finger was up. And the Kingston ladies probably not going to tell her
Yep.
much at all.
Oh, she's
Julie's
she's
not. Yeah.
having another go.
Oh, she's having a go. We'll soon know how hard she's trying after the way that first one went. This one looks heavier. She'll be hoping not to disrupt her good work. Mind you.
What a wonderful effort.
Wow. That was fantastic. Fortune favours the brave. So if she had have got the left-hand side of the kitty as that was going down. No worries. We'll catch up with you a bit later, Neil, when you've got a chance. It looks like it's an umpire measure, mate. You go do your job. Neil's got to head off. He is the guru on this. He did warn us that this could happen. And not much we can do from here. May even see if we can get a view from the other side here. They're kicking some bowls away, so we might be able to get a bit of a look-see. Neil's just on the side we were going to look from. Thank you. There's no point me using that other camera angle I was looking at because he's on that side. The thankless job of a marker or an umpire, eh? Here we go. Now we'll get a better view. Yeah, it was pretty obvious to him by the looks of that. Very, very well done by Sandra, though. Another one to Kingston. And certainly certainly very valuable. If they dropped a 7 there, it could have been. They say if you drop them big, drop them early, but nobody ever wants to drop a 7. So after 4 ends, we're 4-1, which is certainly a lot better than the potential that was going to go to 10-1. Now that Neil's gone off to do his umpire work, we'll wait till he comes back and we'll let him know that we noticed his umpire and he umpired a shot and he gave the shot to Kingston very quickly.
Did notice
Stir him up about that. But yeah, we've got Steve Hyland with us now while Neil's off doing other duties. Welcome, Steve.
Thanks, Tim.
Well, we had Kingston holding 7 on that end, and Sandra came down and drew a bowl within a measure's worth. So Kingston were looking very dominant for a while there. Skipper willing it over.
Yeah, there's probably there is three players there out of our Divi 1 ladies team in this particular team, so they're all handy bowlers.
This bowl might be a handy bowl too.
It's coming in nicely.
Indication is that Kingston's down 2.
Uri's clapping this one in, so mustn't be far away.
'Tis close. She's willing it to fall over. Doing everything bar tipping it over for her. And second bowl. If it's around the yellow, or if it was around the yellow, it'd be close.
Weight wasn't bad.
Yeah, Kingston now holding 1 by the looks. See, the ladies are all going short, going in this direction.
Yeah, into that wind.
They're tending to go long, heading towards the clubhouse. That almost took out the shot bowl.
It's finished in a handy spot though.
Yep, definitely has. You got a bit of foot traffic coming through on rank 1 there. RSL versus Bordertown. Did I mention Bordertown before? I don't think I did. I was rattling off the names of all the teams.
Yeah.
There's a few I don't get to see too often from the upper southeast. Just under that wing bowl will be perfect. Thank you very much, she says.
Probably looking just for a little trial, so see what Julie can do there.
Yeah. She's certainly got the weight. Depends where she sneaks through here. Oop.
Good effort.
Gave the skipper a little bit of a fright. Julie taking the option of the forehand definitely looks a little bit more appealing, doesn't it, for getting through the bowls there. Just can't quite see the bowl as it's coming down. Yuri's just that little bit close there.
Plus that option gives them Chris's bowl, the yellow bowl in front there. So.
Yeah. I wonder what she's got in mind. I'm guessing up the forehand. Oh, well, sorry, I think she's a left-hander, so I'll be up the backhand.
Be up the backhand, yes. You said that intimidating left-handed. I reckon left-hand bowlers are good bowlers too.
Oh, no. Played with and against plenty of good left-handers. One well known as Lefty.
True.
Pete Roshock is another one. Very good left-handed bowlers.
Like a bit of weight on this one to try and get in there. Oh no, it's only drawing.
It's just out, staying out wide a little.
Yeah.
This one's going to reach further than the previous one, that's for sure.
Euro's got a good bowl
And there you go. She's got onto Chris's bowl.
And brought it in. Yes.
Still a bowl to come. Sandra's probably facing 2 down at the moment.
Imagine she'll make sure she's there. And is.
Through a similar gap here. Oh my goodness.
Oh, great effort.
Yep. That was very close. Yeah, plenty of measures already today. So that's the one that just got pushed in. They already thought they had one.
Mm-hmm.
Back bowl to the front bowl. I've never understood that, why people grab the measure while somebody's measuring. 2, it was 2.
Mm-hmm.
Halfway through the match, Kingston just sneaking away slightly at 6-1.
Although it's only early days, there's after the first round there was some really good winners, Tim.
Yep.
So there's a bit of catching up to do for some of them.
We'll get that scoreboard shortly if we can, and before we go into round 3, it'll be handy to before we go into round 3, it'll be handy to get an update so we know who.
What they're chasing, yes.
Yeah.
No, Chris, it's going to die on you. Yeah, we've got Mike Rivet here as our greenkeeper, Tim, and he does a good job. The greens bowl pretty well, actually.
How long have you had these ones down?
Probably about 10 or 12 years, I think.
Yep. Yeah, it's your standard synthetic, or as synthetic as we call it down here. I know
Yeah, Sandfield, yeah.
different states call things different things, but I like to call this one a synthetic. So what, 10 or 12 years you said?
Yeah, something like that. And
you get a couple more out of it?
oh, well, we don't use it a lot. Like, we're only a small club, so probably don't get as much use as other clubs, some of the other ones. So we're expecting probably to get up around 18, 20 years out of it.
Yeah,
I think at this stage.
Very good, yep.
Plus we've got the 2 greens and we interchange a lot.
For a small club, having 2 greens is a big advantage, but also I know from my experience being here, you you do play north-south, then you play east-west, so you're getting constant wear and tear, sharing the load.
Yes, we do.
I think it's vital, isn't it?
We've also got the 3 lines too, and interchange them regularly.
Yeah. Yep, 7 rinks on each.
That's correct.
I was just going to sneak away a little.
Yes.
I think they're all trying so carefully at the moment just to get their weight right with this tailwind. It's actually picked up a bit at the moment, so
Now green does tend to slow up a little bit as the day goes on.
slows up as the day goes on. What, if it gets warmer?
Yeah.
Yep.
And that dries out. And,
Yep.
It's not a great deal, but you still got to adjust to it.
Yep. So it's watered before every tournament, every bowls day?
Yes. They probably didn't water it this morning because of the rain we've had. But
Yeah. Use the free water from the sky.
That's the one.
Yeah, definitely after a short end into the wind. And now we've got sort of a medium length end with the wind. Just testing them out a little bit. Everyone's looking to just get under Chris's yellow bowl there.
Gets under it? No, not quite. It'll be shot though. Probably, or close to it. Although it's still a metre away.
We'll have to have another word to Yuri, won't we? About her.
Where she stands.
Yeah. It's hard. We all get excited.
They've been pretty good, the ladies,
Mm.
really, watching where they stand.
Yep.
Just being a help for you.
This has got the weight. It's certainly got the skipper's interest.
Yes, it's going to creep in.
Just rolling through.
Oh, just cut away too much.
Going through behind further than the short bowls. So anything just past the short bowls is good value at the moment. You don't mind so bad if they stand in the way and the bowl's not. When it's a crucial bowl, it's a bit heartbreaking if you've missed it.
Yeah.
On my L plates, it takes me half an hour to get the cameras right. And then they stand in front of it right at the crucial time. Colleen gets a little... yeah, she needed that to take the weight off. But then on the other hand, it...
a little bit thinner, and she had the kitty who would have taken it back to that other one. So
yeah, I think Kingston's claiming Chris's yellow bowl's the shot bowl at the moment. Out at 3 o'clock there.
Yeah, it's a bit closer to Jack High than the other one.
Yeah, it's a lot closer than what that camera angle shows, to be honest. It's probably only a few inches short. Yeah, it's just outside the first line. What are those? Those line gaps. They'd probably only be 500 mil, half a metre.
I'm not sure on that, but yeah, they would be. Yeah, if that.
I wouldn't imagine it'd be any more than that. That's for sure. So, because we're zoomed in a bit there.
Probably nearly a metre wide. But,
between your solid lines. But from the dotted to the solid wouldn't be any more than half, would it?
They're all spaced evenly, but yeah.
Yeah. See if Sandra can drop one of those bombs like she did last time.
I'm not sure. What is the width of the rings, Tim? Do you know? Or between the
rings? Tape measure would tell me the answer to that.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
I should know. Yeah. I should know. Everybody should know those sorts of things. But tell you what, She's dropped one of those bombs I was telling you about.
Yes, good bowl.
Done it very well, Mrs. Williams. I wonder if Ian's at home watching her. She watched him yesterday play at Naracoorte.
And they went very well too. Won the day.
Yep. Here comes the reply. The weight's certainly...
The weight's all right if it gets...
Oh, it's going to be awful close.
Got it. Oh, what a lovely bowl.
Yep. Very well done. The heartbreak. She doesn't get flustered, Sandra. She keeps plugging away. Very smooth delivery. This has got a bit more Wheaties on it.
Yeah, she can afford to have a look at it. She's got second wood.
Definitely a chance.
That's right on.
Look at that.
What a beautiful bowl again. That's good.
Wow.
Good bowling by those two
We need
skippers.
some clapping and cheering sound effects, don't we? That's brilliant bowls. Yep. Exactly what the doctor ordered. I think they're still thinking Chris's yellow bowl there is the best Kingston bowl.
They've taken the two out, I think, haven't they? Out this side, yes.
Yep. Wouldn't have thought that one would be too close for measure, but we'll soon find out.
Yes, it's... yeah, Chris is there.
No, it's half a bowl.
Yeah.
Half a bowl width.
Yeah.
The Kingston lady put 2 fingers up, but I think she meant 2 fingers down.
Yeah.
Julie. All right. Well, that helps get the...
Puts them back in the game a little bit.
It does. And like I said, I'm not cheering for anybody in particular. I just want to see a good close game.
That's right. Well, you know yourself when you're even playing, you enjoy a good game, win, lose or draw.
Yeah.
And appreciate the opposition if they have a better day. Although you might sneer it a little bit.
We did have a talk about the W word, Wicks.
Yeah. Yes, they can.
Because I imagine most people viewing are lawn bowlers. We might get the odd lawn bowler that's the odd non-bowler that's possibly learning the game, or they're just looking for something to look on YouTube this afternoon. And I guess it's very easy for us to fall into the trap of talking about the game like everybody that's listening knows it. If people are trying to learn the game, that's where we get our... It's handy if you get some people putting some comments and say, how I'm learning the bowl, I'm learning to bowl, why did they do this or why did they do that? And we can interact with the viewers if they've got any questions.
Yes, there's a bit of an old saying that game of bowls is 3 L's. Line, length and a little bit of luck.
Yep. Sounds pretty fair.
And it is a sport these days that anyone can play.
Yep.
With the introduction of these arms, and for anyone that can't bend down or has a problem.
Yep. There's some fantastic players in the of different ages, different physical abilities. I think Chris is holding shot at the moment. We'll see how a second ball comes down now. Yes, there's people playing in wheelchairs. There's people using bowling arms. There's deaf bowls. I don't know if they have
blind.
I know they have blind cricket. Do they have blind bowls?
They do have blind bowls.
Yep.
They actually they have an assistant.
Yep.
And
guides them.
I've only seen it a few times. They someone will stand in front of them. It's probably not
okay.
totally blind.
Ah, yes.
And
Vision
with
impaired to a
vision
certain extent.
impaired
Yep.
And maybe blind. I don't know about that one, but they stand in front of them and they bowl between their legs. They stand just in
Yep.
front of them and
Yep.
give them a line, and then give them a depth. You know, whether they're short, long, or whatever, and they adjust like that. And it's incredible how they do it.
That bowl for man may well be shot there.
It's a good bowl coming in here at the moment.
It's easy to end up watching the other rink, isn't
Oh, I took another rink, sorry.
it? Yeah, Bill and I were watching earlier, and it was near impossible to not watch rink 1 at the same time you were watching rink 2. It was just too good to not watch. And the head that they had there was brilliant. Hands opting for the backhand this time. I don't know if she's got shot or not.
Not a lot in it, I think. Might be the yellow bowl, I think, of Chris's.
Well, Kingston, Urie's fingers down.
Well,
Yeah, she's saying one down still.
One down,
so
the black bowl in front.
Yep. Anne's first bowl, I think, is the one holding. Some of the ladies are subtle, and I understand why, because you don't always want your opposition to know what you're telling your teammates up the other end. Whether that be the bowls are, 2 foot short, 2 foot long.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, Sandra's confirmed it. So you don't always tell your teammate straight after their bowl whether they're short or long.
All comes into the tactics of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, quite often you wait till
Quite
after
a
the
bit.
opposition's bowl, then you'll let your teammate know before their next bowl. There's nothing cunning about it. It's just smart play if you think about it. Why give your opposition the advantage? You might love them. They might be a lovely person, but you are trying to beat them.
That's right. Particularly when you get the bowl blocking the kitty. You can't see the kitty behind
Yes.
the bowl, and to get the depth is really hard.
Most
sometimes.
certainly, yeah. We might need to go and have a word to your skipper. She's getting excited. Oh,
Oh, good bowl, Julie.
yep, she's done it.
Well done.
Well done, Julie.
Look good all the way.
That one's going to sneak away. Colleen won't be happy, but we've all done it.
Yeah, Julie doesn't bowl a real lot. She's got a bit of natural talent, but
Yep.
she gets too involved with her husband. They love fishing down here.
Ah, okay, yep.
A lot of fishing.
Fisherwoman? As in professional or just
Just amateur.
Yep.
Yeah.
just love the thrill of the chase?
Yeah, they do their amateur pots and line fishing, and
Does her husband
yeah.
bowl?
No, he does not. He's
That's probably why she doesn't bowl that much. She's not allowed to. She's got to go fishing with him.
yeah, probably right.
How many ladies teams do you have for pennants this year?
Only the one.
Only one?
One
Yep.
in Divi 1.
Yep.
So quite a few of the ladies play the Open though on a Saturday.
Yes, yeah, you get some double up. And you got a midweek team?
And no, we haven't.
Don't have a midweek pennant team this year?
Just the Friday ladies and the Saturday, and
Saturday Open,
but
yep.
there's probably
You got 2 teams Saturdays?
3 teams.
Oh, 3. You got all 3 divisions
Yeah,
covered?
got a red and a blue in Divi 3 and a Divi 1 team.
Yep.
And we'd have probably 20% of the players on Saturday be ladies.
Oh, good. Good. How many members, roughly?
Oh, with our social members, we're up around 80, but bowlers available for pennants, about 47 or 8, I think, at the moment. That are available to play pennants or put their name down, but there's
So your social
probably another 10 or so that don't want to play Saturdays.
Yep.
Do other things, of course.
So your social members, they're night owl bowlers that have joined as a social member, or?
Not a lot. We get the odd one.
Yep.
But although our night owls is fairly strong, we filled, I'm trying to think, it was about 20 teams, I think, last year.
Mm-hmm.
And we bowl them over about 16 weeks over the summer. We start that in November.
Yep.
And it's really good for the club, the social bowls. And there's some really good bowlers there, but obviously a lot of them still play golf. They're young and cricket and other sports. And being a small community, it's a bit hard to rob the other clubs.
Yeah. Sandra's a chance here. Just running out of petrol, unfortunately. Her line was beautiful. And Kingston's holding a few at the moment now. Tracy Wilmot in the next rink there, bowling at the same time. Let's see what we get out of this.
Look like they're looking for a few there.
Yeah, I dare say they're going to get a couple.
Hoping that dark bowl comes into calculations against the other two, but hard to tell.
Just the one.
Just the one, yes.
Just the one to Kingston. Seven ends down, 7-3 to Kingston over the Naracoorte Ladies. Yeah, we've got some tricky circumstances. Liz Schroeder in the foreground there with the lady from, I don't know the lady from Bordertown's name.
No.
Liz Schroeder
Liz
there
in the front.
just while Anne's bowling. It's tricky when you got a short end on the rink between us and the one we're after. Johnny Schroeder be sitting home watching Liz.
Checking on it.
Yeah, checking on her. Look at that.
Yeah.
Pretty happy with
Good bowl going in there by Chris.
yeah, skipper's very happy. Mrs. Schroeder very happy with Joy Bilney's first bowl there too. Took the one on the first rink. The score on that rink is 8-6. I'm not sure who's up on that one out of Bordertown and Mount Gambier RSL. Yeah, dive just a smidge short. Metre and a bit, metre and a half.
see Neil's got another job out there and measuring the length of the kitty, which has to be, what is it, 21, I think it is, or 22, one hour. Not sure myself now. Another little part of the game.
That wind's definitely picking up. It's throwing everybody out just a little bit at the moment. And it'll show us how it's done. You watch.
The weight looks pretty good anyway. I don't know about the line. It does look very good.
I'm going to claim that's the opposite to a commentator's curse there.
Yeah, it's not a lot in it. I think
having a good
not
look.
quite, I don't think.
Got the advantage of playing onto their own bowl.
Yes.
The only problem is when she comes on that hand, we won't see the bowl if she stays standing where she is.
She tends to walk off the mat and move away. She didn't that time. There you go.
No, that there.
Oh,
The moment she gets in there,
yeah.
we did have a chat about it at the start of the day, the start of the game. The enthusiasm affects the... She's walked away. She's not watching that one.
Yeah, you can usually tell when it leaves your hand, can't you?
Yeah, fair idea.
If you're way off.
A fair idea.
Trying to get Neil's attention to tell her.
Yeah.
She's not looking. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's fine. That's better. Where they're standing now is fantastic.
Yeah, it's good.
We can come back to that camera angle and know that we're not going to get very close to making a difference there. Kingston holding the one with Chris's bowl, according to Kingston. I always just use that as a guide. People have been known to say they've got shot when they don't, even when they know they don't.
Yeah, sometimes when you look at them, you can will them to be a bit closer. In hope.
It's a combination of wanting shot, needing shot, and wishing I had shot.
Good line there, but she got a nice little slide off of that.
She's drawn V shot, so it won't matter about the other two for the time being. Lovely bolt.
One of those little wicks you talk about.
All right, don't mention that sort of stuff sometimes. Pick my moments. Little Sandra.
Oh, great attempt. But
Very good.
I just missed it.
Coat of paint, I reckon, that one. This is looking about draw weight.
Not quite there, I don't think.
All right.
Oh, it nearly was, yeah.
Sandra on the forehand by the looks. She's got probably a pretty good view of that yellow shot bowl. She's just cut with this one.
Oh, going to be a bit unlucky. Knock another one into for them, perhaps.
Oh, yeah, it did move that yellow one. That was already the one very close to shot. I think it'll be the two. Yeah,
Yes.
she just bumped that yellow in. But I think they were already convinced that was that was in the count. So we have up and back, folks. 10-end match this one. Kingston pick up another 2.
Well, it's got to
Naracoorte have been in it every end.
It's got to the stage now where it's a must-win end for them.
Yes. A longer end and into the wind. This will sort them out.
Yeah, probably about 2 metres short, that one.
That one might... it stopped a couple of foot from the ditch. Ladies on rink 1 have finished, and we're just starting the 9th end.
Yeah. A little bit behind this rink, I think. I think the next rink over's... No, they've still got 2 ends to go, I think. So.
We have had a fair few measures on our rink and an umpire measure, so
Yes.
it will take time. Steve's had to race off and do the cards. And some of the ladies are finishing already, but thank you very much to Steve Hyland. Lovely to get his input. Another one of the workhorses of the Kingston Bowls Club. She's clapping the bowl in, but we didn't get to see it, unfortunately. See if we can get some instructions sent out there. hope that we can get better views of some of these bowls coming in. The instructions are being given, but now he's standing in front of the camera. And there he is. He's the one that's going to give instructions to tell somebody to not stand in front of the camera. He's done his job now. Thank you very much, sir. Good guidance from Sandra. I like that call. It's not going to be easy either hand, so why not use the best of that one? That was close to getting shot. Julie's not happy with that one. Same bowls a call from Sandra. Down for Colleen. We often wish we could do two exactly the same in a row. And she's walked back up there again. All right, we will be having another game after this one, the third and final game for the day. I think by the end of today they'll all be happy to get back inside to the warmth, that's for sure. Sandra stepping up, looking at options. There are a few in the way out in the front. Skippers are the thirds. Changing options. It does get tricky when you've got a variety of bold colours and then you've got some same colour on opposition teams. Can only be a few minutes from walking from the head. You get up the other end on the mat and all of a sudden you're looking at everything in reverse, different perspective. She's around the mark here. Oh. Colleen certainly liked it as it was on its way down. This one's looking very good. Yeah, ripper bolt. Sandra's been instructed to follow that path. As we can see, it's not as easy as it said. We're looking at a few for Kingston there, I think. Potentially a fourth. I'll have a look for a fourth at least. Just the three. All right, the last end, folks. Thank you very much, Sandra. Just letting the opposition player know to stand back a bit. I didn't have to say a word. Thank you. That's awareness by Sandra Williams there. That's appreciated from this side of the box, that's for sure. And a lovely bowl from Di to start off for Naracoorte. Chris's second bowl coming down, heading in the right direction. And it's looking like a perler. Will it pull up? The $1 million question. No indication at this stage. Again, this is just pulling up perhaps a little shorter. And this one reaches, it's going to be pretty good. Not quite, just under a metre out. Turning under the pink, wow. Would have been pretty red hot Had it missed that one. What can Yvonne do with her second bowl? Her last of the match. Sandra having a good look. Not giving too much away at the moment. And second bowl's got a bit of pace on it. Just a bit big. Jack's back on the tee, so anything a little over at the moment on this green with a tailwind is a tricky task at the best of times. But on a fast green with a tailwind and your minimum distance between the ditch and the jack, can't see that bowl again. I'll come into view in a sec as it goes between the legs, I think, between the feet. Colleen Fox, second last bowl of this match. Giving it plenty of air. He's starting to come back around. I mean, a good home. Only a foot or so behind the jack. Certainly within the first four closest bowls by the looks. And Julie Clark's last bowl now. Just running away, unfortunately. So it'll be up to the skippers. I can't see any possible way at the moment that Naracoorte can... well, it couldn't be 4, to be honest, because it was 12-3 anyway. Only 8 bowls per team, so... But to save a bit of pride, we're all still hanging in there till the last bowl of the last end. Hoping to get that winning shot, even if it is just for an end or just for a bowl. Probably not quite going to make it. I've got a sneaking suspicion Sandra's will definitely make it. And I can't quite tell from here which bowl she'll be trying to push up. It's on the other side to where I am, but onto that Kingston bowl. It's just unfortunate. Bad luck to Sandra there. This is looking pretty good. Just behind. Won't hurt back there. Last bowl of the match coming up from Sandra. Wishing her all the best. Get another. She accidentally bumped one in a moment ago, so. Sandra is close. Just running around the back. Unlucky. So that'll be 1 to Kingston. So that concludes our second game, folks. The third game, and most of the people are already here ready, so we won't switch off and start a third stream. We'll actually let this one continue to run. I'll disappear for a few moments and be back with you as soon as possible. So, yeah, another 15 minutes or so at the most, and I reckon we'll be back with Game 3. I'll leave you for now, and hopefully you can stay with us if you're already there. If you're not, tune back in later. The next game we've got coming up is another local derby, Naracoorte RSL. Lindy Marks' team versus Meningi Vicky Verrill, VRRALL's team. Hope I've pronounced that correctly, Vicky. Verrill. We'll be back with you all shortly. Welcome back, folks. Ladies are straight into it. Meningu are holding 2. Just set one of those bowls out. We're coming back into commentary shortly. Neil Watts, he'll be able to help me out with these ladies' names from Meningi.
Yeah, I don't know the ladies, but this is what I want to discuss with you. Robin.
Got a few spread out at the moment. This bowl's looking very good. Just behind Lindy there. Just trickled through a little bit. But very close. Another close bowl here. Almost. Vicky's first bowl's just unfortunately going to catch a short bowl there. Lindy Mark, who also features in our, pretty sure Lindy features in our round robin team for the ladies. She did manage to push a green bowl up. Linda's having a chuckle about that. I don't know, it was Lindy's. So we got Linda as third for Naracoorte RSL and Lindy as skipper. Lois and Helen are the lead in the second. That bowl's just a couple of foot behind. We'll get some score updates too soon, folks, from the management here at Kingston. Yeah, Lindy's just slipped through behind there. It's close. There's probably one to Meningi. It was awful close all round there. So it's a welcome back to Mr. Neil Watts.
Thank you, Tim. Come to check on and see if he's still here.
Too scared to go anywhere. I might miss the excitement. There's plenty going on.
Yes. What did we?
Just trying to hold things down in the wind at the moment, folks. It's the wind's certainly changed. It definitely is a diagonal across. Oh, look, it does changes from moment to moment. Unfortunately, it makes it a little hard for us.
It's blowing in the opposite direction, Tim.
No, it's been heading in that direction all day, towards the club. No, he's disagreeing with me. I'll get 3 other people out here that'll prove you wrong. That flag's been blowing back over the clubhouse all morning. Gee, we got a short end here. This will test us. And if it's legal length, oh yep, it's there. We've got both the ladies standing on the centre line. Hopefully they'll twig to that. So we got one to Meningi on the first end. We've got a big debate going on in Rink 1, and they're into their, I think they've just completed their second end. There's a big debate or conversation going on there.
Quite sure what that one's about, Tim.
No.
Too sure.
I'm wondering, they might be checking scores from the previous game, making sure there might have been cards that had differing results on them. So they might be just trying to confirm them.
Leaving plenty of room
They have been.
on the main ring.
Can't see too much at the moment, unfortunately. We'll see if we can catch their eye and ask them to take a pace each outwards. Every bowl's at least 2 metres behind at this stage. Not easy. A short end with a tailwind. It truly will be a test.
The trend is continuing.
Yes, it is. It is, and there's another one.
And he's asked for a big effort here.
Yeah, she stepped forward. I don't want you past me. I think she's done it too. That one's a metre behind, and that's shot.
Helen's got the shot.
I've never seen so many pink lawn bowls as I have today. Seems the ladies are selecting their bowls based on colour a fair bit, I do think. See if Helen can drop another metre off and she'll be sitting jack high, I'd imagine. We're not going to see it, unfortunately. Vicky's just in the way.
2 metres short.
Yep. That's the adjustment that's never easy. As I say, with a tailwind, trying to back off weight when you get a tailwind, it's not easy. It's just trickling through. So Naracoorte RSL definitely won. And the Apprentice coming down the forehand here. And that'll be number 2 for Naracoorte RSL.
A good metre behind.
Yep. Let's see what Margie can do here. Margie Magnuson. I like that name. That's like an Olympian's name, isn't it? Margie Magnuson. Should be a swimmer or a... Well, we'll give you a score update across the board here soon, folks. As the girls come up and have a look at what they've been doing on that short end. Steve's done his job. He's champion. He's gone out and had a word to everybody, read them the riot act. All right, Vicky's the skipper for Meningi. She's up next. Looking to get 1.5 meters past the pink bowl. And 1 metre short of the back, the 2 behind the jack. Should be quite a delicate. Yeah, it's definitely showing signs of potential here. Past the front one. And awful close, yes. Linda Prentice says we're down now 1, boss. Your bowl. So the boss steps up to bowl it. We'll see what happens. Looks a bit speedy for me. That took a bit of weight off it. Maybe a big adjustment. And these ladies played on a different green in the previous game too, so although the greens will be fairly similar here now. Oh. We'll get your headset set up a bit better for you. Okay. Well, I didn't see it, but I think Margie's last bowl could well be shot now. Coming into a good home, this one. Just going to run through, unfortunately. Grass was good. So Meningi picks up a 2 there. So they take off as early leaders.
Well, we've got a moment, Tim. Talking about round robin trials.
Oh, yep.
If we can. Got a practice on November the 23rd.
We do.
At the Naracoorte RSL, 9:30. Any bowler that fancies himself playing in the round robin games.
Himself or herself? Ladies trial that day?
No, it's only men's.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think so. Check on that,
I think in the book, I think it might have had both written in the book. I reckon I might have noticed that. Am I right or am I?
Need to double check, but let's put it down for the men.
Yeah, I had a funny feeling they were both on the same day. I can grab my book, my little Bowls Bible.
Yes. And also there's plenty of state events coming up in the next couple of months.
We've got state triples is the first cab off the rank this year, isn't it?
No.
State triples first or the pairs?
Mixed pairs on
Oh, mixed pairs, sorry, yep.
Sunday at the Naracoorte RSL. There's 4 teams involved. That's sectional play.
Yep.
And the winner there gets the chance to go to Adelaide, playing the events up there.
Yep.
Then we've got triples following. Triples on November the 2nd.
It's not a bad bowl at all there from Ruth Miller. She may be holding... she's definitely got one. So state mixed pairs, men's and ladies pairs, and the triples are all before Christmas.
And also the state pairs sectional.
Yep.
It's listed on a Sunday, November the 30th. And possibly at Millicent.
Oh, okay.
Depending on numbers, that's where we play these events.
Mixing up the locations a bit this year for the state events. I know Mount Gambier under the roof often hosts the state events. Yep.
Depends on numbers.
Yep.
Where people come from.
Yep.
Because people from the upper southeast can enter these events.
Too right.
So you've got to be a little bit fair in where we play these things.
Yep. Ellen's first bowl coming down now. We've got a long end into the wind, and we've just had a short end. We've just had a short end with the wind, and now we've got a long end into the wind. Test a few of them out. That change of weight control. Yeah, we've got quite a few state events. And did I hear you say the trials for Round Robin and Prestige are at Naracoorte RSL this year, not Naracoorte? That's
alternate.
Yep. Okay.
Tim, each year. It's again people from the upper southeast are involved. And
Yep. Naracoorte's sort of the halfway mark, isn't it?
That's correct, mate.
Naracoorte pretty much being southeast of here, only slightly south. And we've got some results for you now, folks. So from today's event, you may remember if you saw the first live stream earlier today, Kingston won. Helen's team, Helen Vors's team, they're currently sitting in prime position on 55 points. Close behind them, we haven't had the chance to see the Millicent team. Looks like that one's being skippered by Sarah Ross, and I believe that one's coming second in 52 points. They're actually on rink 1, so we'll be able to keep an eye on their results. Third place, a little bit further down, Kingston 3, and Ratch, your life member. Ratch. So yeah, we've got quite a mixture going in. We'll get some scores happening on rink 1 because the team currently in second is right in front of us on rink 1. So we'll be able to keep in contact with their scores. The Kingston Kingston 1 team that's in first place. I've got a funny feeling. Oh, no, they're on rink 3, so we'll be able to keep an eye on them too by the looks. So that'll be quite handy. So we've got 255 first place. Millicent's on 52. Kingston 3 and Rash's team is on 43 points. After that, we've got quite a few in the 30s. So we've got Trish Webb's team for Mount Gambier RSL, Sharon Perriman's team for Port MacDonnell. They're probably in 4th place currently. We've also my sincere apologies to the Road Bowls Club, Robbie Darla's team. They're currently in 4th spot on 42 points. So we've got 55, 52, 43 and 42. And then we go down to the teams in the 30s. So we've got Port MacDonnell, Mount Gambier RSL, Bordertown, Kingston 2 are all in the 30s, and Naracoorte RSL. So they're the top of the pops at the moment. And Meningie, who we just saw, who was playing in this game here, they're on 29.5 points. So they're currently in about 6th spot, 7th spot. So that's going to keep us on our toes, trying to keep tabs on them all at the moment and see how they're going. We don't have scoreboards up across the entire green, folks. Only on rink 1. We've got quite a few bowls sitting just short of the cat. As I said, it's into the wind and a long end. This bowl coming into the head with a bit of weight. And would you believe with all of those bowls in the front, it managed to find a gap?
So a lot of bowls do that.
They do. Yeah, there's many a saying, holes made for bowls and all the rest of it. The skipper's not had an impact just yet, but it wouldn't look real good, and it wouldn't look real easy for poor old Lindy Mark right now. She's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bowls immediately in front of the kitty. She's sent it down with enough oomph to definitely, as long as she doesn't find another hole, she's got something this time. Push one through. No big reactions from the thirds at this stage. 1 to Meningie. So that must have been fairly close all round as to who was going to get that. Four zip to Meningie.
To a good start.
And a medium length this time.
Longer than a medium length.
Yeah,
Probably
three quarter. Well, that bowl's gone to the tee. So that's a good 2 metres from the jack. Leading off for Naracoorte is Lois Myers. We do have another situation where we've got, she's got a bit of the kitty there. We've got 2 mats in the foreground here. Ruth's next bowl coming down.
Quite a very good ball.
Played that well, Ruth. Ruth Miller. We've zoomed in so we don't... got Sarah just on the rink, just beside us, so it's... Oh, we finish their end in a second anyway. Lois's bowl's looking a bit closer. No, it's run away. Yeah, Lorraine Pledger's bowl from Meningi there. Just stopping, oh, I'd say just over half a metre short. Brings up Mrs. Brody. Seen Helen Brody around playing a fair bit of bowls of late. Robe lately, and obviously played against her on last Saturday at Naracoorte, RSL.
Game in front of us between Keith and Millicent. It's 4 to Keith and 3 to Millicent.
Okay.
Very tight game.
Millicent will be hoping for the win, obviously being on top already. Lorraine's not liking this one. The weight wasn't too far off, a couple of foot. I think she's Lorraine. I think Helen's going to like this one. If she misses that, she would have. Jack High. Okay. My favourite name on the green today, Margie Magnuson. I'm going to get my money's worth out of that one. Forehand requested by Lindy. Neil's going to head off and do some measuring, I think, or some other duties. He's called Billy Armfield back over. We're hoping to get Rod, the president of Kingston Bowls Club, in here soon, and also Andy. Few of the hierarchy are avoiding us. They're avoiding some work. Yep. Okie dokes. Vicky's first bowl's come down, certainly in the area. Is it going to... Oh, didn't miss the blue one by too much. Just shot through there. Lindy knows what she needs to do. She's just left the head. Well, welcome to the commentary position in a moment. Lovely fella from Kingston Bowling Club. He's also... He's got a hearing aid on, so I'm trying not to affect that too much. It's a big welcome to Andrew, President of the LSCBA, the district that we're playing within. How are you, Andrew?
Yeah, very well, thanks.
That's good, mate. And you're enjoying the day? Everything's going all right at the club?
It's an excellent day. We've only had one mistake so far with a wrong team playing each other, but I think it's worked out for the best.
We were trying to work out what was going on there on Rink 1. And it does involve Millicent, who are on second on the ladder at the moment. So we were looking at that.
And it also involves Keith.
Oh, it does too?
Very well as well.
Very good. Okay.
So it's
looks like
a good fortuitous matchup.
an accidental one, but we'll take it. Meningi picked up a 2 there on that end, so we'll update things. After 4 ends now. 6-4 on the play school clock. We were just talking, Andrew, Neil was here a moment ago, and we're just talking about some upcoming events, and Bill and Steve were telling us about your tournaments coming up. But one of the things Neil just mentioned, was the round robin and prestige medley trials are coming up. That's a big event. As you being the president of the district, you'd be quite keen to see that happening.
Yes, we've got some excellent bowls in LSCBA, and they always tend to contest those competitions.
And we've got, so it is both ladies and men's. Neil wasn't sure, but it is ladies and men's, both on Sunday the 23rd. We'd certainly encourage anybody from the upper or the lower southeast to go to the round robin trials at Naracoorte RSL, 9:30 on Sunday the 23rd. If you're not thinking that you're interested in putting your name in that, Lucendale has a mixed fours on that same day, so all in the same neighbourhood. And we've got state events coming up as well. There'll be quite a few of those and quite a few people floating around.
Yes, it's always a very busy calendar coming up with state events and local events.
There's not too many Saturdays or Sundays that are spare. It's done so differently to other parts of the world. Like you said, it's not easy to get a spare weekend for anything at the moment. So the good thing is, I think, compared to some other areas where bowls is administered, it can always get a little cutthroat with clubs jumping over the top of other clubs and getting favourable days. I think the way the district down here runs it is very fair. We don't always like it because we may not get to play our big tournament on a particular day, but it is fair across the board. Nobody gets the all the prime time TV type gigs, do they?
No, well, LSCBA has got a very good representation on its board, and they put on the LSCBA hat when they're sitting on the board, and it shows.
Yep, that's good to hear. How many people on the committee? Or the board, sorry.
We've got a full board, so we have 8.
Yep.
On the board. two of those board members run the matching program committee,
Yep.
which is always the most difficult committee to run, but Ian Williams and Sarah Ross do an excellent job on that committee.
Just saw a lovely bowl from Helen Brody there. Sat out the shot bowl. She's now has shot with the pink bowl. So a lot of your work occurs prior to the season starting, does it? For that side of things?
We need to do a lot of work prior to the season to make sure that everything is set up in the conditions of play, and every club gets an opportunity to play their pennant matches and their tournaments.
Yep.
But it's always ongoing through the season. There's always an issue or two to deal with.
Yeah. This could be the viewers at home, because this is their chance to chime in with some comments on YouTube. Hey, ask Andrew a question. What do you want to know from the president of LSCBA? Lower South East Bowling Association, for those uneducated. So yeah, lots happening. We'll be hoping that we can represent ourselves well come Country Carnival, the annual weekly trip, men's and ladies trip to Adelaide. We like the region. We all support each other. I know we play against each other from week to week, and even today you'll have people playing against their usual pennants teammates. But once we get to Adelaide, the gloves come off, or the gloves go on, and the lower South East does always tend to stick up for each other. Of course, when it comes to round robin and prestige medley, we're specifically representing your region on those occasions. It's a good bonding session for what's usually your opposition players to get together.
That's correct, and some very successful bowlers come from the LSCBA and Upper South East as well in those competitions.
Yeah, Helen's bowl's just been touched out there, Andy, and I dare say Meningi's holding shot again. So it'd be good to see some entries coming in for some of these state events too. I know sometimes in the past the entries for the state events isn't high. I'm a firm believer anybody can win any of those. So it's
Yes.
it is yours and my job right now to encourage people to tend for trial matches.
A lot of people just don't value their skills high enough when they actually should go and try out for those state events and prove that they are good bowlers.
Yep, that's very true. We never know till we give it a go. Takes a while to get up that confidence to give things like that a go. I know it took me a long time to even... I think it took somebody else to say to me, why don't you try out? And I just said, well, I'm not good enough. And they said, well, you'll never know if you don't try out. So, like I said, you get to play with a lot of fellas that you come up against during the season. So I'm a firm believer in playing with as many people as you can. You get to improve your craft.
Yes, you only improve your bowls playing against good bowlers.
Mm-hmm. Lindy's got a job too. I think she's at least one down. From those outside of this lower southeast, I'll notice Lindy's beanie and other players with beanies on today. It is still cold. I think maximum about 15, 16 today, is it?
There's a fairly nasty wind chill factor out there too.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool breeze.
It is. It is. Vicky's bowl's coming into a good home. I think she's very much going to like this one. Where's she taking it to? As the hat blows away in the meantime.
She stayed with it.
Linda's guide for Lindy is to follow that last bowl down. nice and steady on the mat before and after delivering. If she skirts around that one, which she's not, unfortunately. It is their bowl, though. We've got another 2 to Meningi. No alarm bells just yet for the ladies from Naracoorte RSL, but they'll need to get a score up soon at 8-0 after 5.
They've got 5 ends to go to do it.
They have. Yeah, well, if Meningi can get 8 and 5 ends, there's absolutely no reason why the Naracoorte RSL girls can't. The shorter end.
So you were talking about the temperature, Tim?
Yep.
It's 14.2 degrees, feels like 9.
Yes, I was waiting for the punchline. There's nobody here right now that's saying, oh, this is a lovely 14 degrees.
It really is in the southeast.
It feels like in the 7s yesterday when I started yesterday morning at Naracoorte for their men's fours and pairs day.
We had a Kingston team went up there and they said it never warmed up all day.
No, I can guarantee it didn't. Plenty of laughter going on in rink 1 here. Lois just sliding through there. It's great to have you here with us today. Is there any other messages, things you can think of that, frequently asked questions you get from the LSCBA that now's your chance to sort of give people?
This time of the year, it's usually your matching program committee that gets most of the questions.
Yep.
They're very competent in dealing with them. So hopefully not too many curly ones come their way, but the board more or less set its program for the year and everything's just steady as it goes.
Good.
But I can see if we get some really hot weather, our new heat rule and the conditions of play may be interesting to apply, but we'll worry about that when it happens.
So this year we're still playing up until it reaches 38?
We go to our venue and we play until it reaches 38.
Okay, and if we play 15 ends, it's declared a game?
It's declared a game, and if it stops before then, well, we have to wait for it to cool off and decide what we need to do.
Okay. Is it the team, so 2 teams turn up, they get 12 games played, and it reaches 38 degrees. It's up to those 2 teams to decide whether they hang around for the rest of the day or whether they just call it quits at that and say, well, it's not going to get down till, if it's going to get to 42, it's not likely to get back down to 37.9 for quite a few hours.
It's a judgment call, but they've got to wait an hour and see what really happens.
Yep.
And it's a judgment call, and if they think that it's not going to cool off in a reasonable amount of time, well, the game has to finish by 6.
Yep.
And they make a decision at the venue at the time.
Okay. I know one thing that came up last year was the wet weather rule, and some clubs were advantaged and disadvantaged by that because the clubs, the players at the clubs themselves decided based on the surface that where they were at. That's an individual. The 2 team managers decide that one if it's called off due to wet weather.
And the greenskeeper
Yes.
decides whether
Yep.
the greens fit to play on.
Yep. How do we get around the problem where somebody playing here at Kingston, which is close to 200 kilometres away from Port MacDonnell, if you get torrential rain and we get no rain, and your game doesn't finish, so nobody gets any points, or they share the points. Is that the case with a wet day? And we could be playing our game and somebody could pick up 12 points for a full... Oh, lovely bowl from Helen there.
With more than 50% of the sides in any division play, then the points stand.
Ah, okay.
If less than 50% play, then everyone gets shares.
Okay. So if you get rained out and you only get half points, you want everyone else rained out. To make it a fair...
Depends on where you are on
Yeah,
the ladder.
it does. For fairness or equality, you'd like to see an even playing field, but you hate for anybody else to miss out. I know it happened last year. There was people that was over the moon that they got to play on a Saturday that was threatening rain, and other people had been waiting all week. It's not. It is about the points and how you're going in the competition, but it's also we all wait. A lot of us wait all week for a game of bowls on a Saturday. It's part of our lifestyle, our culture, and our hobby, and we love it. So to miss out, it's disappointing.
Saturday Open Bowls is always keenly anticipated.
Yeah.
By all bowlers.
Linda, I think, just knocked up a Meningi bowl there, so that's probably not going to help their cause, but in the usual fashion, it was on a good path if it hadn't hit that. You can't help these things. Okay, so at least we've got a couple of the rules. Any other rules that often come up or people are always wondering or questioning?
Well, most rules are pretty well understood by players if they're in the crystal bag laws of the sport of bowls, but it's the ones that are in the conditions of play that's set by the controlling body, which is LSEBA, that sometimes cause a bit of confusion.
Yep. And that's interesting and important for people to know too. People can be disappointed with decisions made at a game of bowls. It may not be the club's fault. It may not be the team manager's fault. It may not be LSEBA's fault. It could be a Bowls Australia rule, a Bowls SA rule, or a conditions of play from your district. So it's important to be careful and not fly off blaming anybody too much. But we do need rules. Let's face it. We don't have to agree with them all, but I think we have to agree that we need a set of rules.
We have to abide by a rule, otherwise there'd be chaos.
Yep, that can be fun too. That's usually the Sunday tournaments when it is 30 degrees, 37 degrees, and chaos occurs at lunchtime when there's more people at the bar than there is at the dinner table. And then in the afternoon, the chaos creeps in.
Well, the bar hasn't been rushed today.
No, you sold much port.
I have actually sold a few ports, but the ladies are much more restrained than a men's tournament.
As my mother would say, they're a bit more couth than some of us feral fellas.
Just ask them.
Yeah. I see Sarah Ross from Millicent at the moment. Andrew's had to race off, unfortunately, folks. He's gone to make up some more rules for us to abide by. Lindy with the last bowl of the end, looking to cut back here. He was close, unfortunately. One to Meningi. It's been a theme of the day today. There's been short bowls everywhere, which has made it very difficult. after 6 ends. 9-0 to Meningie. The RSL ladies will be a bit shell-shocked at this. They're a very competent team. And I'm sure the Meningie ladies are. I just don't know the ladies from Meningie. Ruth, Lorraine, Margie and Vicky. And this battle we have in... the battle that we have on rink 1 at the moment's interesting. A very long end. Kitty very close to the ditch. And interesting. Good jack-eye bowl there. Now that Andrew's taken off, we've got Rod Wilmot here, president of Kingston Bowls Club now. Good afternoon, Rod.
Hi, how's it all been going?
It's going well, mate. It's going pretty well. We've had a few slightly one-sided games today, but then I could only say that was the case on the scoreboard. Wasn't necessarily one-sided out here. It's a whole new perspective when you're watching, a few hours of bowls. You can look at the scoreboard and you can see a result and think, you know what's been going on, but to be honest, it's not quite that easy.
Well, as we all know in bowls, there's a little bit of luck can go a long way at certain times, and you can be just a little unlucky and miss out on some numbers, which changes these games pretty quick. When you only got 10 ends,
Yes.
drop a number and you're in trouble.
Yep. The old set play at 7 and 5 and 7 and 9 ends is the only thing sort of shorter than this really regularly. And
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. We come down, we've got 2 rinks here that are all vying off for this last 3 positions pretty much.
they are.
So, depending on who wins and who loses, we could have quite a tussle between 5 teams, because there's another one that's also not far off in, with a win and a draw. So if they have a win and the 2 other sides have had 2 wins and have a loss, then we've got 5 teams that are going to be vying off for that last 5.
So on this rink nearest to us, we've got Millicent, and they're up against Keith.
Against Keith. So
Okay, so that's...
one's had 2 wins and the other's had a win and a draw. So
Yep.
whoever, if Keith can pick up a couple of numbers on that one, then they will move above Millicent. So yes, it's ended up being quite tight at the top end for the whole day. Very interesting.
And I know in that Millicent and Keith game the score's 4-7, but I'm not 100% sure who's on top there. As we watch Linda's bowl come down, just missing the kitty.
The wind seems to have picked up just a little tad this afternoon, so
It has.
it's pushing things around a little bit more than what the
that flag's getting more and more horizontal.
Yeah, the wind stops doing overtime.
What's he was here a moment ago telling me that the wind's changed around 180 degrees. I'm thinking, I'm pretty sure that flag's been blowing in that direction all day. I don't know what flag he was looking at. But no, it's been a good day. Look, there's been plenty of laughter out here, mate. I know you've probably been stuck inside doing jobs and making cards work and all that sort of stuff. But you've put on a fantastic day. The ladies have all been happy. There's beanies out there. There's a couple of them bearing a bottom half of their legs, but most are rugged up pretty well in their clothing.
Yeah, it's always a fun day. Like when you look across the green and you still see people smiling, even though they've got their beanies and they might be doing a little shiver and a shake every now and again, but they're still all smiling. You still hear a bit of laughter, and that's what these days are supposed to be about. When you can get people to come together and just enjoy the day. Whoever wins at the end of the day, that tends to be a bit of a bonus, I think.
Yeah, yep. I have to apologise to you, Rod. Everything you've just said the last 5 minutes, we've had you muted out. My sincere apologies. I'm guessing from my boss's message. Good on you. Happy for letting me know if that was you. I had you muted while you got your headset sorted out. And silly me. Can you remember everything you said the last 5 minutes? Can you go through that again? Or people have been reading between the lines trying to guess what you've been saying in return to my... I apologise, everybody at home, and all of those.
No, we were just commenting that it's coming down to there's 5 teams that are all going to be in the mix for that final 3 positions. We've got 4 teams on the 2 ranks that are actually playing off, that are got to push each other out. Whoever wins out of those 2 will take over the leaderboard. So. Yeah. It's quite interesting that at the end of the day we've got 5 teams that are still pretty close with a chance, which is good for the day.
Too right. And I'm sure Lays know that. Pretty good bowl coming in here. May well be shot. Maybe not quite. Yeah, oh look, it's I know probably the majority of people out there would have turned up today and said, if I can have a fun day, I'll be happy. But every single one of them's trying to win in the same time. So
there's quite a few people that they do treat it as a social thing. I mean, we know we've got some pretty handy bowlers out there in some of the bigger clubs that do have certain teams they take along. But we've got a lot of other clubs that have travelled a fair day, like Meningie, to make the effort to come up. That's fantastic, I think, when you get some of these clubs from outside our association that travel and help us put this day together. And it's great. Everyone that plays these days, they love to play people that they don't run into in pennants. I mean, that's why we love to have these other association clubs come along, because it's a bit different playing them on Pennants Day and then you've got to run into some of the tournaments. It's not quite the same as playing somebody you don't run into apart from tournaments like this. So,
yep. And for example, some of the Mount Gambier and Port Macdonald ladies that are here, they would probably very rarely meet the ladies from Keith, Bordertown, Meningie, places like that. They might have heard the names around the traps. Over time?
No, that's right. They just wouldn't. Well, it's a long way for them from one end of the south coast to the other, but
yep.
It's been quite good. I think the greens have rolled pretty well today, considering even with the wind. I mean, we have a look at the head on ring 1, and there's not too many bowls that are 2 or 3 metres away. There's quite a few that are within that 2 or 3 feet. So
like this bowl that's just come down in here.
So
Ruth Miller's bowl there was a goodie. You're right. It's been interesting. There's been some wayward bowls on all occasions, but there's been some absolute brilliant bowls. There was one of the game this morning. Somebody had shot. Somebody moved the cat. They got shot. Somebody then moved that bowl and took shot back, and then sure enough, somebody. That tit for tat battle. I love that.
Yes.
And it's part of the part of the fun and the challenge. It's not like throwing 3 darts and then the other person throws 3 darts. It's taking it in turns where the lead can change. It's like a car race or a bike race, I guess. If the lead changed 20 times per lap, you'd be pretty excited, wouldn't you? And bowls can be like that. The lead for that end, as in who's holding shot, can change a number of times in the one end.
Yes. Oh, and on the other end of the scale, like we've got, if we look across here and, on ring 3, for example, there's a lady who's only, she's only a new bowler, and yet she's quite happy to be involved in something like this.
Excellent.
It'll be fun and experience.
Yeah.
So everyone here is not, they're not in the situation where they think they're going to come along and have a win. I mean, she's here to meet all these other ladies that she would never know, because she's only been playing bowls now only this is the second season. She's only been playing social bowls, so it's a great level of sport is for people that can come in and meet all sorts of different people and different walks of life. And
yep. Is that in your Kingston 1 team against Robe there?
Yes, on rink 3, yes.
Yeah. Who's the new bowler?
Denise Kerr.
Well, did we have Denise? I think we had Denise earlier.
So she would have been, well, I reckon they started on...
We did.
Yeah.
We did. They had a good win, Kingston, in that game.
Yeah.
But
so
I tell you what,
chuffed.
I felt terrible for Lucendale because they bowled well.
They were a bit unlucky there on a few ends.
I give a lot of credit to the ladies that are playing. Like you said, there's ladies out there been playing 20, 30 years. A lot of credit's got to go to the people that grab those new bowlers and say, what are you doing on Tuesday? We've got a heap of ladies turn up from all over the region. You've got involved in a new sport. Here's your chance to see a heap of people. But you never know. They bump into somebody's auntie's friends and relatives, somebody they knew from high school. Go, I didn't know you were playing. They've moved 100, 200 k's away. There's a ripper bowl coming in there.
It wasn't far off.
Very, very good from Lorraine.
So, and even on rink 1 here, we've got another bowler just coming in, really resting on those purple ones. So you've got a wall jack high there just about.
Yep. It's an important part of the game to get new bowlers into it. Those new bowlers may end up being the ones that take your spot or beat you in a game, but it's very important to get those bowlers into the game.
We've been very lucky this year. I mean, a small club like ours, we've got quite a few new social bowlers. But it's not just the bowling. They're just lovely people that have got so involved in the club, and they've been working in the kitchen today. The husbands of Denise that's playing. And
excellent.
We've had the guys out there in the kitchen doing reverse roles, and they're wonderful people. When you can get people like that come into these small communities, it just changes the community pretty quickly. So very grateful for people like that.
If I was clever enough, I'd take a camera in and just get some footage of the guys in the kitchen, because let's face it, bowls clubs survive if there's meals to be prepared. Plenty of us blokes whinge and carry on about meals, and the ladies do a good job at the majority of clubs. So it would have been good to get a few of the guys on screen with their aprons on.
Yeah, no, we're very lucky.
Hands in the dishwashing liquid.
They've put in a few hours. The guys have been really good today, because just pushing for numbers and trying to make the tournament grow and get as big as we can. We need as many people playing from our club as well as other clubs to try and make sure we get sufficient numbers. And
we were talking this morning. I've had a few people in here with me this morning from your club. We're talking this morning about how it is good to see so many different clubs here being represented. And I can't remember who it was. Might have been Bill. We were talking about how the ladies are getting wiser. They can't all travel to all events. We don't always have the time, nor do we have the money. But the ladies are getting clever, and they're making sure that there's a foursome going from their club. So like for today, for example, Port Macdonald's put together a foursome. They said, we need to take a club up because Kingston comes to our club. And
that's why it is, you network as best you can, and we all like to try and think that we can reciprocate to help every other club out, because we're all in the same boat pretty much. We rely on the goodwill of other clubs to help our survival, and I'm sure they are the same with us. But
Yeah, and depending on where you are too, you're also fighting with, competing with other clubs, but competing for the same financial support, whether that from your council or local business. You're competing for member numbers, which means more helpers on board. But I think there's a fairly good etiquette around the place, with people understanding that everyone's going to get their own little piece of the pie if we play fair.
Yes, I think not being detrimental to those, we've always had good numbers in men that seem to want to travel. Maybe that's because the men's tournaments seem to have a lot more 2 days, and the people stay overnight and make a good social event of it. Whereas the ladies, most of theirs are only 1 day tournaments. And in the past, I think there's been a little bit of reluctance to travel very far from quite a few clubs. But I think it's improved over the last 12 months remarkably. Like but there are, when you see like Meningi's a fair hike for them. But for them to make the effort to come down and support us, I mean, we'll make sure we send men's teams up there. We have in the last few years, so it works out quite well. So
yeah, I think the being reciprocated is a big part of it. But you can only make it to what events you can do. All right, Lindy's last.
Rink 1's starting to blow out a little bit in their score.
It is 10-5.
I've just got to try and work out who's got the 10, because that's going to it's going to be a big win for one of them, and it's going to be a dampener for the other one.
Yeah. Lindy's just slid through there. We'll see. I think my commentary's sounding biased. I've been cheering for the underdog all day. And the first 2 games, the underdog hasn't been Kingston because they've been in front. As I said to the boys when they were with me for it, it's not that I'm against Kingston. I've just got to see a close game. So right now, I'm praying that Naracoorte RSL gets some shots, because they're down 11-0 against the girls from Meningi. And there's a big number coming in here for someone, and I got a funny feeling it's another big Meningi end here. Is that 5 I can see? So the score on Rink 1's now gone to 13-5. We'll soon be able to tell you who that...
Oh, that's Millicent. So Millicent have got a big break at the moment.
Millicent's got the lead, yep.
So that'll be hard for Keith to try and come back. They needed to win because they had a win and a draw, so they needed to win this one.
And Keith had a few teams just behind them, didn't they?
Yes,
and just in front. They also had...
Yeah, there's a Kingston team that has to win. They've had a win and a draw as well, so they're in the mix. And then...
Okie dokes. Well, in this game...
And then you got the Kingston Meningi game, which is also the Kingston one that's on Rawls' side. They've had their two handy wins, so they're playing Robe, and if Robe can beat them, they're back in the mix after a win and a draw.
Well, the bad news for Naracoorte RSL... sorry, that was a 5, so that'll be 16. A 16-0 lead to Meningi. Congratulations to Meningi on how they're going. And nothing against Meningi at all, as I said. I'd love to see the RSL girls win an end. And they have this one and the next to get there. You're set to go for that spot. Probably should mention some other upcoming events too while I've got my little Bowls Bible with me. We've had a fair bit over this weekend because we've had a long weekend. Midweek pennant starts tomorrow for everybody involved in that. 2 divisions this year for midweek pennant, and it's open gender just like Saturday's pennant.
And then the ladies kick off their first pennant game on Friday.
Yeah.
So it's starting to get quite hectic between all the tournaments that's starting to go up on the board. Yeah, we can all just about leave home for a few months now and just become full-time bowlers.
You've got to come home for your home games. Yeah, so, yeah, that's a valid point there, ladies and midweek, both starting this Wednesday and Friday. Round 2 of open pennants on Saturday starts. That's on Saturday afternoon.
Yes, I've got to make sure you're kind to us on Saturday, Timmy.
Yeah.
We've got to travel down your neck of the woods.
Yes. Watsy did remind me while we're both sitting here with microphones with the power of the media that we will be up against each other this weekend. You guys did well last year. We hung in there. We were both around the middle of the pack.
Have you got any new players this year?
We have got some new players.
So, yeah, I had heard a rumour that there was a bit going on down at Port Mac.
I can confirm that rumour. One Peter Gregory and one Marcus Petersma have both come to our club from Kalangadoo and Robe. Peter didn't play last weekend. He's been out crook, but he's hoping to be back in this week. Midweek this year, Port Macdonald's got 2 teams in Division 1 as we won Division 2 last year. I think that was the case. Or was there no Division 2 last year? I can't remember now. So yeah, Port Mac, not big on numbers, but for midweek you only need 2 rinks. So we've managed to scrape together 2 Division 1 teams and a Division 2. There's a lovely bowl from Helen Brodie. That might be the one that saves their pants. They need a pants saver.
Yeah, they need a couple, don't they?
Next Sunday also coming up, Naracoorte RSL has their men's open. Oh, that's Open Fours now. That's right. I think that's the one they call their anniversary fours. That's at 9 o'clock, Mount Gambier RSL. Get on to John Schroeder if you're looking for a game in that one, like I need to do. And on the Sunday, Andrew was just talking about some of the state events. We've got the state mixed pairs sectional next Sunday. You'll see the likes of probably Wayne and Sarah Ross, Adam and Sky Wilson. So father-daughter, husband and wives. There'll be lots of competitive players in that, I'd imagine.
So is Sky still doing some work down in Adelaide? Like she was doing a bit of bowling down there, trying to do that. And I
She
think
has
Alan
been,
been pushing her down there because she's
Yeah,
certainly got the ability.
She made the state junior team and the state schools team.
Yeah, no, I think it's a credit to her. No. And at that age, the world's at her feet with bowls.
Yep. I was fortunate enough to be able to see her up at Pine Rivers in the State Schools Championships. I think that would have been July, August. Stinking hot in Brisbane, July, August it was, let me tell you. So much warmer than down here in spring. Yeah, so very good turn, and I believe she's heading off to Sky's heading off to Tasmania. Again, representing South Australia in the junior state bowls. Short bowl getting in the way there, unfortunately. So, yeah, she's doing well. She's on the run. We've just got to hang on to her and hope that nobody poaches her from us. She's playing in Division 2 with her great-grandfather, it would be, Kel. So, wouldn't be too many teams where they've played pennants together and you've got a great-grandfather and a granddaughter. We've actually got 4 generations playing at Port MacDonnell with Sky Wilson, her father Adam Wilson, mother-in-law Sharon Perryman, who's here today, and then Kel Butler, who's Sharon's father.
Right.
So 4 generations. Unfortunately, Victor, who is still with us, he's been struggling with his health a bit lately. We could have possibly had 5 generations on the rink at the same time if Victor was still well enough to play.
It's a pretty good effort, isn't it?
Yeah, I told him to pull his finger out and stop being soft, but... Morning to Dougie from Bulgaria watching today. Kingston's on the map. Doogie or Dougie?
Oh.
I have seen that name up there before. Thanks for chiming in, mate. Hope you're enjoying something different. Ladies bowls from Kingston in South Australia. I'll tell you what, Helen Brody's still holding shot here. Millicent get one on the last end. So Millicent have one. And they were a very close second going into this final round.
Yes.
And they have won their match, so we'll now be watching with great interest Kingston 1, who we live streamed this morning. And we'll be also watching... Oh, look at this. Have a look at this. We need to get this. Lindy Marks decided not to bowl the bowl because they're holding one and they do not want to drop their pants while they're in the live stream.
I think we should make that compulsory to have a bowl.
She's not smirking too much. They've had a hard game here. I'm not sure how the Naracoorte RSL girls have gone today. Well, they're on 31.5 points. So they're not having a bad day.
They won one and lost one.
Won and lost one. Had a big win by the looks.
Yeah.
So we're very close to top of the ladder after the first game. Got a touch up in the second. But their pants are safe and they're on the live stream, so let's face it, I bet that's what some of the ladies are talking about. Yeah, on getting... They're... So we want to just have a little look across to how Kingston 1's going.
Yes, the tussle between Robe and the other Kingston side is going to be very important for the final 3 make-up. Because Robe is sitting on a win and a loss, and so if they could happen to win that, they could move into second place.
True.
I'm going to have to go and do some cards.
You
Jimmy.
are,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
I'm going to have to desert
Paperwork
you.
calls. Look, thanks very much, Rod. Thanks for allowing YouTube Live Sports to come to your club. And thanks for you and the gentlemen who have helped on the live stream today. It's been fantastic to get some insight into people in the club surrounds, greens and all that sort of stuff. It's been fantastic, mate.
No, we appreciate you coming down, and we certainly wish you all the best in your endeavour. I'm hoping that not only our club can support it, but I think it's a wonderful thing, and the feedback we're getting from people who've actually sat down when they have time in the evenings and catch up on it, I think it can only go one way, and that's up. So I wish you all the best, and I hope that we can see you here again in the future.
Thanks, mate. Much appreciated.
And if you'll excuse me, I'll try and go and do some paperwork and see if I can keep somebody happy.
Thanks, Rod.
sorry I didn't say much, but
Yeah, rod's off. Rod's off. So we're into the last end. Naracoorte RSL. I better update the scoreboard because let's face it, nobody wants to go down to nil. And hat off to the Naracoorte RSL ladies. I know the quality of their bowls normally, and here's the destroyer. Helen Brody, the lady who saved their pants. She'll be famous for this. I hope she will be. Persevered and finally got the shot, so good on her. Not quite long enough with that one though. Nice bowl. Yeah, less than a metre behind the cat there. Lindy's clear instructions there for Linda. Make the most of it while you get the chance. She's getting interested. Too interested for my liking. We didn't get to see it, but she's just set out the blue speckle bowl and it's rolled behind. Linda will have a word to Lindy about blocking a view on that one later on, no doubt. These girls banter pretty well. Meningi still with a fair bit to play for here. They'll be going into, they had a loss in the first and a good win in the second, so there's been some contrasting results. This is looking very good for weight, this bowl. Yeah, 1.5 feet behind. Maybe in the count. It's hard to see the angle from here. Can Linda get rid of another Meningi bowl out the way? So that makes that Linda's last bowl of the match. Just going to cut under the jack. And it's replaced her own bowl. So no damage done there. So congratulations at this stage, I'd have to say. Ruth Miller, Lorraine Pledge, Margie Magnuson, who's bowling now, and Vicky Verral. Done very well in game 3 here. That will put them into a... I'll have a look at this bowl from Margie. 2 rippers in a row. That will be the shot bowl. Might be 2 to Meningi, the front bowl, and that last one. Might even be 3. I'll keep an eye on these Meningi ladies. Now I've had the chance to see them. Having a chat. They want to make sure they get maximum points here. Third and Skip having a chat there in the middle before Lindy gets to bowl her second last for the day. They are the last teams left on this green. There's still 2 matches in progress on the other green. Lindy's just dropped that one a little short. The line was pretty close. So it's probably an appropriate time to thank everybody for tuning in today. It has genuinely been a pleasure being here at Kingston. The crew have been very accommodating. The boys have jumped on, as despite their nerves, they've all had a go and jumped on and given me a hand in the commentary. They've filled the viewers in on what goes on up here at the club, a little bit about the place. There's the mark. That's where we want it. So thank you all, those of you who have tuned in. Unfortunately, that bowl was probably right in the way for the perfect shot. But your pants are safe, Lindy. I'm sure you'll hear that a few more times after today. Vicky's last bowl of the day, last bowl of the tournament. It's got a bit of extra weight on it. It's going round the back. Safe as houses. So to all the ladies who were on the live stream today, congratulations, you've all done very well. Had Kingston 1 and Lucendale in the first game, Kingston 2 and Naracoorte in the second game, Meningie and Naracoorte RSL in the third. It's been a good little road trip I've done. From playing at Naracoorte on Saturday, Naracoorte RSL, to playing at Penola on Sunday, to streaming the men's fours and pairs at Naracoorte yesterday and the ladies fours today. I'll look forward to a quiet one and a good sleep tonight. Next live streams, I can't give you any details of that just yet, folks. We have got a few in the pipeline for down here. Like I said, though, we've got midweek pennant starting this week. Ladies pennant starting on Friday. Open pennant second round this Saturday. Mount Gambier RSL, John Schroeder's your contact man to get on for the anniversary fours. State mixed pairs on Sunday. I'm not sure where that's being played. Naracoorte also has a Cosmo fours next Tuesday. The normal midweek and pennants. Beachport Invitational Ladies is coming up on the 21st of October. And then the first of the state events, the second of the state events, the men's and ladies triples is coming up on Sunday the 26th of October. That'll keep us busy for a while. I'm sure that there's a chance I'll be speaking to you before much longer after that. The big one coming up for me, the club that I'm involved with, Port MacDonald, hosting the men's invitational 2-day fours. We will be live streaming both of those days. I won't get to play. So that's on the 10th and 11th of November. That'll be a big deal. We've got Adam Wilson looking after the tournament directing for that particular game, that tournament. He tells me we're at least at 21 rinks out of a maximum of 28 available at the moment. And people are coming from afar. The Riverland area, from Adelaide, Geelong, Nil in Victoria. People are coming from all around, so it's a very good thing to see. It's lovely to see people supporting other clubs. Anyway, from me, it's goodbye. We'll speak to you all next time. Enjoy your bowls until I see you next time. Bye, folks.